Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host, Tim Bracala. I'm joined today by Wax On, Wax Off. It's Nick Tuig. Nick, how are you?
Doing well. It's actually just the Wax On today. And then it's going to ruin your car because you left the wax on for too long. So sorry about that.
That's from that one movie, Ghostbusters, right?
Ghostbusters 2.
Nice. Okay, well, we are in for a match today. It's the final match of round one of the Summer Series tournament. We have the number 32 seed, Regev, came in second place in the five-way play-in in order to earn his spot here today. But he's up against a beast, the number one seed, Thomas Scully, most recently going on a bit of a run, beating me and then beating Tyler in the number one contenders match to play in the title match. This close in the title match, so we know he's hungry, he's angry. What do you think about the match today, Nick?
No, I'm excited. I mean, Regev has a monster in front of him, and I'm excited to see how he does it. We've seen crazy things happen in this tournament already.
Yeah.
Who's to say it couldn't happen again today? But Scully is definitely a determined individual.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go hear what they have to say right now in the promos.
Well, here I am again. I know what you're all thinking. Oh, this guy can't win. He can't beat anybody. Get him out of the league. He's always losing. Well, you know what? Look at the people I've played so far. Robert Kastner, future champion. Guarantee it. Take it to the bank. I'm calling it now. Brittany Tapley. Everybody's expecting her to run through this tournament. And now I get this guy, Thomas Scully. Former champion in 2 divisions. Now you may look at me and see someone who can't win no matter what. But you know what I see? I only ever play the best. So I'm going into this with nothing to lose. If I win, it's the upset of the century. If I lose, I'm supposed to lose. I played a former champion. And that's another thing, because I watch your guys' little live tournament breakdown stream thing, whatever. And the only positive thing you guys had to say about me is, oh, look, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. Ooh, he owns the Infinity Gauntlet. Ooh, better watch out. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet. Well, if I could borrow a phrase from one of the greats, correction. I have 7 Infinity Gauntlets. Let's see how this shakes out, kids.
Oh, make no mistake. You're supposed to lose this match, Regev. I stand by that. Look, we said it at the end of the title match. This tournament is going to end in Tuig Scully 4. That is the plan. That's what's going to happen. Scully's pissed off, and I'm ready to watch Scully destroy Regev and everyone in his path. So, Scully is going to beat 7 plastic Infinity Gauntlets and a cosplay Warhammer thing and a lightsaber he got from the dollar store. And we're going to move on to the next round and the next round and the next round and win the tournament. And we're coming for the belt again. So that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. 1 point. That's all it was. 1 point. One question goes the other way. We're in different spots. But can't dwell on that. We got to move on. Whatever. This is my tournament to lose. You know, seeing what's happened in the rest of round one, it's set up pretty nicely. And Regev may have 7 Infinity Gauntlets, but I have a Blu-ray copy of Batman v Superman: The Ultimate Edition, and I have a DVD copy of Muppet Treasure Island. So I've already won. Manners maketh man. Let's fucking do this.
Nick, couple housekeeping things. Number one, the Ultimate Edition, not valid in Fandom Fights. That is an extended cut. We only ask theatrical questions. And 2, I believe Coho mistook Stormbreaker for a Warhammer item of some sort. What'd you think of the promos, Nick?
Yeah, it's an axe. I thoroughly enjoyed both of those promos. I was having a grand old time. Having the Infinity Gauntlet is nothing but a compliment, Regev. And now that you have 7, multiply that compliment times 7. Clearly. Scully seems hungry. Scully seems angry. But Regev brings up a good point in that he really has only played people who have proven themselves to be very good. And even in that 5-way coming in second, he had to beat 3 other good people to get hit and earn his spot today. So don't count him out, but Scully looks pissed. I'm excited.
All right, well, let's get into the match right now with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 correct, you will be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions from the competitors?
Let's do it.
Why do you need a guy in pink hair to speak for you? You can't do that on your own?
Yeah. All right, let's get into the round. Or question number 1, Nick. What is it?
Question number 1 comes in Planet of the Apes. What type of ape is Zira in the Planet of the Apes series?
Oh, that might be my favorite line whole season so far.
Pretty good.
Oh man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Tommy.
Chimpanzee. I don't like that name.
Yeah, that was
And Regev.
It's weird.
From chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
That is correct. The only reason I bring it up is Boatman reminded me of Timmy and Tommy last night, so now I have that on the brain. All right, guys, your next question is in the category of Pixar. What color are the cars that represent Dinoco in the Cars franchise?
we had a conversation about this franchise recently.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? I like the first, and then I think the last 2 are poo.
I think the second one is awful. I think the third one is pretty bad. I go back and forth on the first one. Sometimes I'm like, it's fine, and sometimes I'm not a fan. My main problem, it's long. It's too long. 5.
I may be the only fan of those movies.
Oh, Caleb the pink boy loves them. 1. Hands down. Let's go to Regev.
Blue.
And Scully.
Dinoco Blue.
Dinoco Blue is correct.
I was going to write Dinoco Blue, but then I remembered that's not an official color, so.
Fair. Your third question comes in the category of DC. Which DC film features a criminal named Antonio Diego who is given a serum called Venom, which enables him with superhuman strength?
So let's say tomorrow you wake up, you have superpowers. What do you do with them?
Taco Bell.
You would be able to, if you had like superhuman strength, you'd be able to survive Taco Bell pretty easily.
I was just gonna say, like, go to Taco Bell for lunch.
Oh, 5. 4. Taco Bell breakfast? 3. 2,
No.
1. Pens down. It's not that bad. Scully.
I don't know, Tim. I've seen you dig pretty deep into Taco Bell before. Batman and Robin.
I have super strength. And Regev.
Had The Dark Knight Rises, the other movie with Bane in it.
Yes, Batman and Robin is correct. So, Scully.
It's so hard to forget that movie, and it looks like it worked.
The next question is in James Bond. What government entity does Jinx Johnson work for in Die Another Day?
Greatest Bond song of all time.
No.
It's actually probably the worst.
It's honestly, it might be the worst.
I think it probably is.
If I'm off the top of my head, I can't think of a worse one.
Another day.
It's bad.
Yeah.
5, 4. It ruins the good opening of that movie. 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Regev.
MI6.
And Scully.
I said the NSA.
NSA is correct.
Switch markers. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Your next question comes in the category of fandom quotes. Which Mission Impossible actor said the quote, "Then you realize it's over. You are an obsolete piece of hardware, not worth upgrading. You got a lousy marriage and $62,000 a year." I would take that salary personally.
Who wouldn't?
Not bad.
I
mean,
I don't want to speak for anything, but
all I'm saying is
It's a little low in my book.
I was tipped 62 grand by a pizza customer. I would be appreciated.
One, you'd be pretty happy. Ben's down. Scully.
John Voight.
And Regev.
John Voight.
John Voight is correct. So 5-3 as we get into the next one, which is in the category of Star Trek. What kind of vehicle does Kirk use to distract Krall's men in order to rescue the Starfleet personnel he has hostage in Star Trek Beyond? Also known as a pretty good movie.
Well, yeah, in an amazing franchise. So,
I would say not an amazing franchise, but it's a franchise with some great movies in it.
You can
A franchise. Period.
You can be wrong, Tim. That's fine.
2-1. Pens down. Regev, we'll go to you.
A motorcycle.
And Tommy.
Motorcycle.
Sorry, I wrote Tommy on my board, so now I'm like looking at. That is correct.
Your next question comes in the other one. Star Wars.
Nothing but Star Wars.
In Solo, a Star Wars story, what does Han do in the pit to get Chewbacca to stop fighting him?
All right. I didn't erase Tommy, but I wrote a dash and put Scully next to it so that when I look at my board, I can.
Very nice.
Timmy and Tommy getting buried in the sandbox. That was a time. That was over a year ago. Why is my life moving by so fast?
Was it?
Yeah, I think that was in May of last year was when it was released. So I think we shot that in like April.
Yeah, it was like early April or something.
5.
That's nuts, man.
It was like 2 weeks after I think 2 weeks after I played like
Pens down.
2 and I played for the first time.
Let's go to Scully.
He speaks the language of the Wookiees.
And Regev.
It's called Shriwook, and that's what he's speaking.
Do we know that that's what it's called, Nick?
Yes. It's called Shriwook.
Not off the top of my head.
Google it.
Okay, I know.
That's why I didn't try to spell it.
Everybody calm down. Okay, yes, we just went and looked. Regev is correct. We'll also accept Scully's answer. So both get the point. It is 7-5, Nick.
Yep.
Okay, next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. Who directed Wonder Woman 1984? I believe Scully is still perfect through 7 as well.
You know what I just love is how they made it so important for it to be set in 1984 in this movie.
Yet it doesn't matter at all.
Couldn't matter. No, not even a little bit.
It's important to the director.
Well,
5,
great.
4, 3, 2,
Ruined up the rest of the universe.
Pens down. Let's go to Regev
Patty Jenkins.
and Scully.
Patty Jenkins.
That is correct. 6-8 as we get into the next one.
Your penultimate question comes in the category of horror icons. What was the last Halloween film to feature Donald Pleasance as Dr. Sam Loomis?
Okay, so
Not the full name, though?
we'll just take a subtitle.
Yep.
So you're in a Halloween movie, right?
Why? No.
And the villain is coming at you. What do you do?
No.
5,
Do I still have the superpowers I woke up with 6 questions ago?
2, yes, 1.
Oh, he's dead.
Pens down, Regev. We'll go to Scully
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
and Regev.
I was going to go with Season of the Witch, but I didn't even have time to finish that, so it doesn't even matter.
Unfortunately, both incorrect. It is The Curse of Michael Myers, the 6th film.
Dumbass.
So no perfect rounds here today as we get into the final question, which is in the category of Fandom Oscars. Which Oscar have MCU films been nominated for the most times? Okay, so you're at the Oscars, and Michael Myers is coming at you. You just went to Taco Bell and you're feeling a bit, but you have your superpowers. What do you do?
You know that dude from Incredibles 2 whose power is to just throw up?
Yeah. Isn't he from Wisconsin?
Sure.
I think that's the one that's.
No, that's another. It's a different guy. That's a different. That's the big guy. But yeah, I
So,
was
reflux.
Pens down. Yeah, the reflux. Let's go to Regev
Best visual effects.
and Scully.
Best visual effects.
Both are correct. So at the end of round number 1, we have a very close game. Scully is in the lead with 9. Regev behind with 7. Is that what you have, Nick?
That is what I have, Tim.
All right. So it's only a 2-point game going into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin that wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. Or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece unless you go to multiple choice, and then it'll be only worth 1. And Nick, what is that behind you? Nick, look out! It's stealing. Oh my God. It almost got you. Let's hope it doesn't get the players. Stealing's available in round number 2, so be careful. Okay. The categories on the wheel tonight are Disney animation, fandom quotes, Planet of the Apes, Marvel, Mission Impossible, horror icons, YA dystopia, and DC. Scully, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer to Regev?
Second, right?
Second.
We'll go second. And I don't know what kind of coffee you two drank today, but you two are just a bundle of joy.
Thanks, man. All right, Regev, this is going to be your spin at the wheel.
3 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys are doing great.
I was going to say. That's probably it.
All right, Regev, your first spin lands on Planet of the Apes. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll take it.
All right.
Apes together strong.
All right. Nick, you want to go ahead and give Regev his questions in Planet of the Apes?
I will. Regev, are you prepared for your questions in the category Planet of the Apes?
That means yes.
Gotcha. All right. Your first question. What is the only word that Nova says in Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, no, B, Brent, C, Taylor, D, stop?
D, stop.
That is incorrect. Scully, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, no, B, Brent, C, Taylor, D, stop.
Taylor.
Taylor is correct for the 1-point steal. Regev, your second question. Who plays Attar, Thade's right-hand soldier in Burton's Planet of the Apes?
Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What food item does Caesar give to Rocket that he then has him share with the other apes in Rise of the Planet of the Apes? I'm very frozen. So.
Oh. 5, 4.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, cookies, B, potato chips, C, brownies, D, bread?
And Regev, can we just get both hands on screen, please? Thank you. Five, 4, 3.
Potato chips.
Potato chips is incorrect. Scully, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, cookies, B, potato chips, C, brownies, D, bread?
Cookies.
Cookies is correct for 1 point. Regev, your penultimate question. What is Armando's job in Escape from the Planet of the Apes?
How specific do you want this answer?
We need the answer, but we'll take a couple different ways to phrase it.
He's a circus owner.
That is exactly the phrase we have. That is 2 points.
Could have gone several different ways.
That's a tie game as well.
And a tie game. Regev, your final question. What natural disaster destroys the Colonel's base in War for the Planet of the Apes?
An avalanche?
That is correct for 2 points and the lead.
All right, so Regev gets his total up to 13, but with those steals, Scully has 11.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll bring back in Mr. Coho and the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Scully. And it lands on YA Dystopia. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
That's
Fine,
that's
that's
pretty good. I
fine.
mean, I did just watch all of them.
Sure. Do you want to keep it, or do you want to shoot for another great thing on this wheel? It's up to you. We don't have an opponent's choice, so
We don't. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with keeping it.
all right, keep it.
All right, I'll keep it.
All right. Scully, as your former team partner in the multiverse, I will give you your questions in the category of YA Dystopia. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Walton Goggins appears in what YA film?
The Maze Runner, The Death Cure.
That is correct for 2 points. A tie game. Your second question. How is Wyrus killed in The Hunger Games Catching Fire? Five.
She is stabbed.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In Allegiant, what is the term given by the Bureau to those who are not 100% divergents with genes that are not perfect?
Damaged.
That is correct for 2 points.
They should have it tattooed on their foreheads as well.
All right, your fourth question. In The Maze Runner, what can't Thomas remember right away, which comes back to him after about 1 day in the glade?
His name.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Mockingjay Part 1, when Katniss says that she can't film the propo after District 13 is attacked, who films it in her place?
Finnick.
For the clean sweep, that is correct. So Scully gets his total up to 16?
21.
No, 21.
Wait, what?
21.
Extra.
21 to 13.
That's what I have.
Okay, so 21 to 13 as we get into round number 3. It's the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to say a category. The players are then going to have to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2. If they get the question right, they gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions from the players?
Let's do it.
All right, and you all still have your challenge and all 3 repeats. The first category that you guys can bet points on is going to be Disney animation.
Yeah, go for it.
Are you sure?
I mean, you're watching them all right now, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, but like I'm only halfway through them all.
Okay. Well, if you want to bet, if you want to bet 0, bet 0. At some point, we got to bet 2 and put it away. So.
Yeah, I understand, but like there's 4 other categories.
Okay. Bet 0. That's fine.
Are we good?
Yep.
All right, let's get bets starting with Regev
2.
and Scully.
0.
Okay, your question is, what does Rapunzel have to do in order to activate the magical properties of her hair in Tangled? This movie slaps.
Yeah, and it hurt.
It's true. My emotions.
Well,
5, 4, 3, 2,
it's okay.
1. Pens down. Scully, we'll start with you since you bet 0.
Sing.
And Regev.
Sing a song.
Both correct. So Regev gets up to 15. The next category is what, Nick?
Disney live action.
Do you want to use this as the category, or we want to wait?
Sure, let's use this as the
There you go. Okay. We're good.
I'm sorry, pink-haired boy. You were right.
All right, let's get bets starting with Scully
I'll bet 2.
and Regev.
1.
Okay. What is the question, Nick?
Your question is, who voices Chance the Bulldog in Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey? You have a favorite dog breed?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Golden Boys.
Gotcha.
They're probably my fave.
Nice.
But I cannot be around them as I'm very allergic. But sometimes I still power through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Regev, we'll start with you.
Couldn't pull it. Sorry.
And Scully.
Is it Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Fox is correct. All right, so Michael J. Fox was correct. Scully's now up 23, gains 2 points. Regev goes down to 14, losing 1 point as we get into the next category, which is the Wizarding World. I guess I should bring in.
You don't have to at this point. You know what to do. Good job, Scully.
Okay.
All right, let's get bets starting with Regev.
Well, I have a Harry Potter match coming up next month, so I'm going with 2.
And Scully.
I'll also go 2.
Okay,
It's my favorite category. Come on.
it's fair. The question is, in the Sorcerer's Stone, Dumbledore gives Ron 50 points at the House Cup ceremony for what? And we will take a general answer. As I saw Nick go like this.
Universal sign for
Repeat the question.
Going to be Regev's first repeat. In the Sorcerer's Stone, Dumbledore gives Ron 50 points at the House Cup ceremony for what? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Regev, we'll start with you.
The actual answer is much longer, but since you said you're taking a more broader approach, I just said a great chess match.
And Scully.
Playing the best game of chess Hogwarts has seen in many years.
And your winner, Thomas, Scully, both were correct. We would have accepted chess, best chess game, all those things. Final score of 25-16. Nick, what'd you think of the match?
Great match. Regev played actually really, really good. He should not be hanging his head, and yeah, he can still go forward saying he took the former champ in 2 divisions, 3 rounds, because that's what he did. He survived. He did really great in round 1, but Scully showed an amazing show for us today, sweeping round 2, nearly going perfect in round 1, and then sweeping round 3. The dude's here to play. I fear for who he plays next, but again, I'm excited to see Regev come back.
Absolutely. So we'll start by talking to Regev. Regev, couldn't quite pull out the victory today, but how are you feeling about the match overall?
Well, you know, I said it up top. If I lose, it's because I'm playing the best. And if I win, upset of the century. I will say this. My worst case scenario did happen. A category I love, Planet of the Apes. I landed on that. Got 2 questions I wasn't 100% sure on and gave away points. And I think that was really my major downfall, because other than that, I played pretty okay. But yeah, I mean, just want to, I'm here. This is my 3rd match now. Wanted to, put some respect on my name, and beating a former champion is one hell of a way to do that. But, don't get your hopes up too much. That's all I have to say on that front. But yeah,
that's fair.
Thank you for having me, and I'd love to play anyone, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we'd love to have you back. We will have you back later this season, right, Nick? Or next
Either
year,
this season or early next season.
early next season. So we'll have you back for sure pretty soon. Regev, thank you for putting on a hell of a performance.
Thank you. I think I've more than proven right now that in 3 matches already that I'm playing on a much better level than maybe some other people in the league that do have a win on their record. Maybe I can play one of them. Except, playing champions all the time. That'll be nice. Thank you.
That's fair. We can figure that out for sure. Let's move over to the winner today. It's Tommy himself, Mr. Scully. Great performance today, Scully. 9 out of 10 in round 1. Sweeping YA and then doing what you needed to do in round 3. How are we feeling?
I feel good. It was I kind of removed the Curse of Michael Myers from my brain, as everyone should do, because it's a terrible movie. So it's the one. It's horror icons. If you're into the category, I'd be pissed, but it's horror icons. So who cares? Sweeping YA was very much a confidence booster. I was a category I wasn't very strong in coming into this year. Binged them all, went perfect. That's a great confidence booster on my end. So feel great about that. And then I kind of broke the unwritten rules by betting too much in roll, but it's my favorite category, and you
were gonna hit it. I didn't care.
I had my swagger back. I got my swagger back, so it feels good.
Yeah.
The reason the pink-haired boy can talk for Scully is so that he doesn't have to worry about talking, can worry about winning, something you've yet to do. So that is why I'm here.
Oh. Okay. So next. You guys are, we can say it at this point because the match aired a while ago. You guys are playing Matthew Chen in round number 2 of the tournament. How are we feeling about that matchup?
The next couple of rounds are going to be playing people in the faction. That's the price we pay for having that many people. That's the price we have for having a lot of people scattered through the seeds. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, we have to play Matthew. We like Matthew. There's a reason he's with us. He's one of the best rookies in the class right now. And I think that it's going to be a good match, and this is going to be where we test out our rookie and see how he does by playing the best we have. So
if you think about it, it kind of mirrors like maybe Rizzy back in like a couple years ago, where he was the 1 seed who was supposed to run through, and until he ran into Maggie, and then I was like the young rookie, just getting my feet in the league. So I think this will be a
17
good
seed also.
Learning experience for whatever, who cares. This is going to be a good learning experience, I think, for Matthew, just because this is his first time playing someone of a little bit of a higher caliber. So I'm so excited about his potential and what he can do. But
fun skirmish.
It sucks I got to go through him. But it'll be a fun match because he comes from Albert's whole echelon of really, really, really smart people. So anybody who comes from Albert's group of people,
Albert's got his little own pool of recruits, and
pool of trivia players.
Matthew was the first one he called up, so yeah, I'm very excited.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the win and the dominant performance today, Scully. We'll see you in round number 2. All right, Nick.
Yes.
I think that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Nicholas, Scully, Coho, Regev, Holtzman helping us with whatever the Wookiee language is. I have been Tim. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you very soon with another match in round 2 of the tournament. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.